Now, we brought to you the weather forecast. Today it's going to be a tiny bit of cold in my dad's closet. No, okay. This video is going to be very complex. I'm not even ready for it. It's going to be everything that I have to mention in one take. And I'm going to attempt to do this in less than 10 minutes. And if I actually do this, then I don't know what to do next. But if I don't, which I probably won't, well then, let's just hope that I'm okay during the video. There's going to be several references during the video of going back to parts of which I speak in the video, so prepare to listen to all of this. Without further ado, let's explain everything. I've been wanting to be on YouTube. Well, you know what? Before we go to that, Ty is not a problem anymore. And we're not his problem either. Because we have both, for a while now, been thinking that fighting isn't, doing anything. Because obviously there's no threats. He threatened to threaten us. He threatened us, but nothing was ever done. And we threatened him, but we never got around to it. So, we both knew that it was pointless, and, as soon as he commented yesterday with his new channel, I'm like, you know what? This is the chance to tell him that we're done. So I did, and I'm going to give him another chance at Tesla Insiders. He's going to be on the channel, and here's where everything begins. Last time he was kicked off because we thought, or we misunderstood. Now we understand, and I recently realized that. But he was, quote unquote, what we called the old days copying our videos. He was copying our videos. That's what we said. But it wasn't really copying, and I'll get to that. And so we kicked him off the channel. And he never even got to make a video on Tesla Insiders. He never even knew the email password. Tesla Insiders, this was around the time when it started. I don't remember if we were posting videos. But anyway, so we kicked him off because we thought he was copying videos. And then he completely, he got mad. And that's expected. So he totally did his job and did it well. His goal was to piss us off. And so I think he achieved more than what he was looking for by making a new Tesmo channel. I think he didn't expect how much an achievement he had made until the fighting actually began. So it went on and on. We threatened, and then finally we both came to a halt. And he started commenting, and I started replying, and that's how it all worked out. Now, let's explain everything about this not copyright and stuff, because that's where it gets confusing, but I've brought it down to not confusing anymore. Okay. So ever since I was young, I've been wanting to get on YouTube. 9, 10. I kind of knew that YouTube existed, but not really, and I don't want to go into that. I'm doing a very brief history. Simon and I really wanted to make videos and upload them and get famous, and everyone would like us, and we'd have subscribers. It'd be fun. But we were thinking live streaming. We weren't thinking putting up videos and then people watching. We were thinking live streaming. So, like most people, we did it to imaginary audiences. Because that's all we could do. We didn't have access to technology. So, this fake copyright is not fake copyright. I recently realized this again, and it makes me feel, it makes me have more respect towards other people, and it's that, the silly, immature things that little kids do, and that's what our audience is, and that's not bad. I mean, we knew it, and that's not a bad thing at all. And it's not that they're immature. No. The way they act and stuff, it's not that they're immature. I mean, of course, when you're older and you're looking at it, sorry, my voice is a little scratchy. Scratch it. Of course, when you're older, you're going to look at them and say that they're immature. Yes. But it's not that they're immature. It's that they're enjoying themselves. And I call it a silly moment. They're having fun, and it might seem immature to big people, but once they realize that it's what little kids do, it's their version of fun, it's a silly moment. And then when they grow up and see their channel later, they're like, okay, embarrassing. Like, really embarrassing. And you know what? It is, but don't let that catch you up in the moment. Have fun, because a silly moment, it won't last forever. So have fun. And our goal on Testimony Insiders, which was originally to be famous and everything, is now we've realized the true meaning. The goal, why we made this channel, was to bring love and hope to the audience. That you can be as good as you want. You can join whatever you want. You can be whoever you want. Don't be afraid to have silly moments. And that's really the true glory of Testimony Insiders. That's what we're trying to show. And we haven't realized that up until, well, no one did until I did. I mean, no one else thought of it. I don't think so, but I realized that these kids are looking up to us, and, if we get them excited and we provide videos for them, we show that we care. And that's what we're trying to do. And whenever they're copying our videos, they're not really copying our videos to piss us off. No, they're doing it because they want to be cool. Every kid wants to be cool. So the next time someone copies one of your videos and they're a little kid, don't go all rampage and say, this is copyright, this is my video. And no, you cannot put up this video because it was made by me. Just say, you know what? I'm glad that you're influenced to do things for my channel. Keep it up and have more silly moments. And it's just a nice way to do it. And it's really the best thing you can do. Because this world isn't so great, and I know that because, well, my life isn't so great, but I'm not going to get into that either. But it's just what we do. We help people. We help each other. Because if we don't make our guests, our audience feel welcome, then what do we have to live for? It's just brought up a whole new perspective. And speaking of audience, I know we have a lot of members on the channel, and we're eating up our audience. And that's not good, but we still have a lot of audience. And we're going to get more and more the more respect we show. So that was a good point there, and I'm surprised my mind is handling this like no problem. And so I've realized this for the past few days now, and a perfect opportunity came, and he's excited, I'm excited. And yes, there is a certain maturity level for Tesmo Insiders, and I know he's a little bit under the mature standards, but that's, let's give him another chance. He can be mature. I know he can. Off camera, he can be immature, but we have to make him more mature. And I think the only way to do that is to let him on and let him realize how much mature he needs to be. I'm not saying that being immature is bad. I'm just saying there needs to be a certain level, to for your audience to appreciate. And so there's nothing wrong with being immature because it's called silly moments. But on Testimony Insiders, we do have a certain level for that. Um, and we don't mind having a younger audience. In fact, we love our younger audience. We look up to them. At least that's how I feel about it. I don't know how anyone else from the group does, but if they don't agree, well, then we're going to talk privately. Okay, so this brings me to my last point. Wow, I've already made it this far and I've only got one more point to make. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. And so I do disagree with Ty on one thing though. And I know this is going to get a little edgy. I'm going to scratch my foot. I always have to itch during recordings of lectures. Okay. I know this is going to get a little edgy, but I swear to God, I am not trying to offend anyone here. I'm just saying this. Okay, just don't get mad at me, because this is about Ty's sister. Now, she did come into the fight, and I'll explain this detail by detail, and I'm not gonna be rude, and I don't want to be either, because like I just said, respect. And so, after I'm done telling this, Ty, can you just tell your sister that I politely told her this? Because I am politely telling her. Now, he was against us, and so his sister, being a good sister, was trying to defend him, which is good. You know, good for her. She's stepping up. And the fight wasn't so much of him anymore. You know, he said he didn't get pissed off by our comments. That's good, man. That shows that you can withstand stuff. We're proud of you for that. But your sister was the one who took it too far. And so, there's a dog. Ignore that in the background. It'll barely be there. So, in a brief description of what his sister said, this is where I make the references. She said, well, okay. So his sister came to his aid to help him, you know, defeat our channel, our group channel. But she didn't do it in the appropriate way. And yes, I know she was pissed off. But she went too far. And I'll explain this again nicely. So she stuck up for him, that's good, but she didn't know anything about us. She didn't know who was in our group. She didn't even know what she probably didn't even know what the name of the channel was. She didn't even look at it. But anyway, and she also claims that he started the channel before us. But we're not here to argue those points, because they're pretty obvious. But I do want to point out a few things she said. So, I'm not mad at her for, I'm not bringing this up because she said that she's going to crush my little army of friends. Well, they're not my army. They're just my group of friends. And yes, I don't like to consider myself the leader because I know I'm bossy. I'm not even going to be ashamed to admit that. I am bossy and I don't want to be, but I just am. Okay? I will admit that. I'm not hiding anything here. So, yes, I am bossy, but I don't, it's kind of a democracy. Lately it hasn't been because there's been a lot of stuff going on, too many people to tell in the group. But they're not my army. They're just my friends who are trying to make younger people's lives better. But our channel went to defeat. So she commented, here's what I want to get at. And this is the part you'll need to be very careful about. And it is that she said, "You are too ashamed to show your face in the video." Silence. Think about that for a second. You are too ashamed to show your face in the video. That's how you know. Okay, here goes the statement that's gonna completely, hopefully nothing bad happens. But here's what I think about it. Does she even know that I'm blind? Like, she's 15 and she doesn't have a visual impairment. Does she not know that I'm not blind? That I'm blind? Because she can't really say anything if she doesn't even know I'm blind. I mean, she probably hasn't looked at my channel. Again, Tesla Insiders. If she hasn't, like, really? Are you serious? Okay. And does she also not know that half the people, more than 50% of the people on the channel are blind? Okay, because there's Peyton, Naj, and I. We all have a visual impairment. And then there's Sam, Craig. His name's Craig, not Craig, so pronounce it correctly. And Michael. And they don't have visual impairment. I mean, Peyton's not blind. And Ty, who's going to be coming on, is blind, so that's over 50. And if Simon was here, he'd have a visual impairment. He's not part of the group, but he's just a friend. He would have visual impairment, so way over 50. And so, did you not know that 50% have a visual impairment? Because that's pretty messed up for you to say that. And here's the part that's gonna change Ty's mind about saying that I'm wrong. Because she insulted the whole entire blind community by saying that. And so, even though she was trying to help him out, she really actually just insulted him. And he was too blind to notice. Get it? Too blind to note. Okay, a lot of people, whenever I make those jokes, decide at this moment, whenever I make a blind joke, should I laugh or should I be sorry? Both, because my life sucks. But again, let's not get into that. So think about it. She just insulted you and you didn't even notice because you were too busy caring about us. Just tell her that she needs to watch it. Okay, that's all I have to say for that. So, going back to the immaturity, the video's about to end. It's not immaturity, it's silly moments. Just remember that. That's the lesson. So, keep younger spirits up. That's the goal. Because if you don't, your channel's gonna come crushing down. Not because. And I didn't make it onto YouTube until I was 14, and I'm pretty sure. No, I know that if I was on YouTube since 9 or 10, yes, I would be having twice as much fun. And I'd probably have and I'd have twice as many silly moments. And if I had vision, it'd make it twice as much fun as it would be with if I was younger. And so, I came in when I was 14. And that kind of changed my life a little bit. Like, okay, I'm a little thrown off here. And so those silly moments, in a way, we're jealous of you younger people. Because we don't get to have those much anymore. So enjoy yourselves, enjoy life, enjoy us bringing videos to you. Now here's the last thing I want to say. We've been working for over 4 years, like 5 years, to develop the Tesla Insiders channel. Of course we didn't think of the idea back then, but we've been collecting test modes to share with y'all, and we like to interact with y'all with the contests. Now, yes, I know that our videos are not copyrighted, but you still shouldn't make test mode videos because it's just respect. We're giving you respect, we're giving you videos, we're letting you in contests, and we're giving you test modes. And, to just make a video of it is, kind of You know, we trust you not to make any. And also, it's not that he's wrong that we didn't think about copyright. We did, but we just never got around to it. Because we trust y'all. And if you do make a test mode video, just please give us some kind of credit. It doesn't matter. Just put a link in the description. Say it's by Test One Insiders. And that's all you've got to do. It's just natural respect. And yeah, I know our videos aren't copyrighted, but please just give us credit. We help y'all out as much as we can. We get members, we solve issues with the group, and we work hard. So please. That's all I have to say. I hope this video was shorter than 10 minutes, and I will see y'all in the next video, and this will be posted on multiple channels. Thank you for tuning in to this, what would be on my main channel. It's not going to be on my main channel, but this is the stuff I would do on my main channel. So thank you for tuning in and for listening to this message, and please like and comment. Don't be afraid. We're not scary. We're trying to help y'all out and answer as many questions as y'all have. So comment, like, subscribe to Testimony Insiders and the members, and we'll see you in our next videos. Thank you.